Montego Bay, although this guy did not want us to film him either.
Well, in Jamaica there are a lot of things that are different, but there are some similarities. In fact, there are a lot of American fast food businesses here, like KFC behind me. And there's Burger King, McDonald's, Pizza Hut, other places like that, which you see throughout the island.
How you doing?
They have lots of in between them, like little hiding spots, and that's where the baby fish like.
One of the things my work does is give presentations to schools and communities about the sea life and fish. We try to teach them what they can do to protect the sea life. Here is Heather teaching a 5th grade class about mangrove forest.
So that's one reason why they're important. Another reason is that they help to filter the water from the land as it runs out to sea. What does that mean? It's like a giant strainer, like a strainer you use in the kitchen. So when the water comes off the land, like when it rains, it might be carrying what? Garbage or waste materials or dirt and things like that. Right. Hopefully not too much garbage, but the things like the dirt that runs off from the land, all of that would get trapped inside the mangrove before it runs out to sea. So by the time it reaches sea, it's nice and pretty and clean, and it won't do any harm. But not only that, mangroves protect the land as well as the sea. How do they protect the land? Any idea? Okay, yeah. They prevent mudslides. Well, they prevent mudslides. Well, they normally grow on the coast. So I guess they would in some way help to keep the land in place. But I'm thinking more about something that comes from the sea. Yes, like big waves. Did anybody hear about that big tsunami?
Yes.
Okay, in Asia, right? Big tidal wave. But did you know that the areas in Asia where they have the mangroves growing on the coastline, those areas got the least damage because the mangrove trees just absorbed all the energy from the big wave. And so when it came through, it couldn't do as much damage. It was less powerful. So we need the mangroves to protect the coastline as well. Any questions on mangroves?
Hi, my name is Ali Kamila. I am in grade 5. I learn about weather instruments and cars, about cars and about setup. And I also learn about how the breeze move and how it feels. That's it.
Say something for the camera.
Just say one song.
Say something.
Hey, talk to the camera, man. Excuse me?
The park's mangrove forests and seagrass beds provide a home for a wide variety of beautiful and interesting creatures, and are also the nurses for many species of reef fish. Mangroves are important contributors to reef life as they filter excess nutrients and sediments that harm coral growth. This beauty also has an economic value. In the year 2000, a study sponsored by the World Bank estimated the value of the Montego Bay coral reefs at $470 million US. This includes the value of the reefs in protecting the waterfront from wave erosion and storm damage. The production of the local fishery still supports about 350 families in Montego Bay. The biggest source of value is tourism. Montego Bay's white sand beaches, a product of coral reefs, attract more than 750,000 visitors each year. And there's great hope for future revenue in the medicinal products derived from marine life, such as sea sponges and soft corals. However, all of this beauty and value is at great risk. Montego Bay's population has tripled in the last 25 years. Resorts, factories, housing developments, and informal settlements sprang up faster than the city's infrastructure could be expanded. Sewage, garbage, silt and residue found their way into the sea. Stormwater runoff from the gullies and deforested hillsides brings sediments downriver to the sea. The still unexplained death of most of the Caribbean's long-spined sea urchins in 1983, combined with overfishing, wiped out most of the marine life that might have kept algae from smothering the coral. By the time the Montego Bay Marine Park was created, the reefs were in trouble. The Montego Bay